Hey guys, and welcome to this combat tutorial for Deity Empires with me, Time and Tactics. I thought I'd take a look at the basic combat setup and what the numbers behind the scenes actually mean, and key to that is to look at the combat log, and we'll do that in a second. As you can see, I am playing as the dwarfs over here, and we have one hero, and he's the one blinking there, and we are facing off against one hobgoblin. That's the first unit right over there. And then the second one over here is a bugbear. Now, we shouldn't have any problems, I don't think, considering our units, but we'll take a look at them here in a second. So, we're sitting right here. What I'm going to do, I think, I'm going to go ahead and attack now. Let's see what we have here. We have 3 of these mountain dwarf warriors and 1 hero over here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and attack right away, and then I'll show you what happened as we attack. Now, I have Okran over here. I think I'm going to attack with him first. Let's go in a little bit closer, and then we'll go ahead and make one attack, and I'll show you the battle log and what that actually means. Okay, that's our first attack here. So let's take a look and see what actually happened. First of all, Okran over here, he is very strong. At a glance, you can see his strength is very high. He does quite a bit of damage. These numbers, by the way, you don't want to look at them by themselves. You want to compare them to other units. They don't have a meaning by themselves. So 1600 for Okran over here, 8.8. And if that's all we knew, we don't really know if it's good or bad compared to the opponent. But we can take a look at the hobgoblin as well. Double right click, 260, yeah. 1.8. There's one more number that's important, I think, here. If at a glance, if you just want to get a quick idea of how good they are, the overall armor rating, 1.1 for the hobgoblin. Okran over here, 5.3, so much better. Now, we made an attack here, so let's open up the battle log over here. Go down to these 3 bars, click on that, and if we go up here, we go up to this fight started actually up here, there. This battle started right here. And that was us against the 2 enemy units. And we didn't do anything the first couple turns. I just let them come down and meet us. But I started the video right over here, right? And I decided to attack. So it says Okran here in hex 13,19. That's here, this one. Attack the hobgoblin over here. Yep, that's true. We did that. It was a simultaneous strike, so we hit at the same time. So even if somebody was killed, they still get the strike back. So, we start with us, though, and we hit the hobgoblin with our dwarven hammer, hit chance 30. Let's look at that. So, Okran over here, his attack info is on the right, and as you can see, he can attack twice per turn. We have just now used 1 attack, 1 out of 2, and he's using that dwarven hammer. That's right, 8.8. What did we say the hobgoblin had, by the way, just for reference? 1.8, not nearly as good. So, when we hit, we had a 30% chance, or we attacked with a 30% chance of hitting. You can see here we have 25 by default. And there's a modifier of +5. I don't think it shows here. So, modifier of +5 when you attack somebody else. So, that's what we get to 30. And then it says hits 3/5, and in parentheses we see a couple numbers. What does that mean? Well, the way it works is, if we go back into Okran, and we look at his numbers, it says there, right there, 3, 5. Each figure in your stack, and this stack here has 1 figure, you can see that right there, gets to attack, or gets to strike, I guess is the right terminology, this many times. So, Okran here can strike 5 times. That's that second number here. And every time he strikes, he has 25% chance of hitting. Well, in our case, 30 because of that +5. And we know that chance 30 right over there. So in all those 5 attacks, 3 actually hit. And when they hit, they do between 4 and 10 in damage. Here, you can see that here. Well, actually it says right over there. Right over there. Between 4 and 10 in damage. And we did 7, 6, and 5. So for Okran now, we roll up all those numbers into 1 number here, and that is 18. We'll look at that in a minute. So he did an 18 damage. Then we'll take a look at the hobgoblin. Hobgoblin is a stack as well. There are 4 figures in that stack. There were 4. There's only 2 now. Each one of them has 4 in health. So 4 times 4 is 16 hit points. Think of it that way. He has a 25% chance of hitting. Well, he has 27 due to various modifiers. When he does hit, he does 2 to 5 damage. And each figure in that stack, in the Hobgoblin, can attack twice. And he has 4 of them, so 8. You can see here, 8 right there. He hit twice. And he did 5 plus 4. He can do between 2 and 4. That's pretty lucky, actually. He hit, so you got 9 damage there. And now we apply the damage simultaneously. So scrolling down here a little bit, this here is what the Hobgoblin did. Applying 9, large spike club attack, that's what a Hobgoblin did, damage to Okarn. So let's see if Okarn actually took some damage. Well, we had 9 to start off with. Now it's time for Okarn to see if his armor will block some of that damage. And here's something you may want to pay attention to for when you look at units to see how good they are. If you go to overall armor rating and right-click on it, you get to see all the important numbers. And here's how it works. For each figure in this stack, and it's only one, they get this number of opportunities to apply blocking to reduce the attack by this value. Let me explain that. So, the Hobgoblin did 9 damage, right? We'll now roll the dice 7 times, each time checking to see if we roll less than 30 or less. If we do, for each one of them, we'll roll between 1 and 4, roll a 4-sided die, and add up all those values together. Let's see what he actually got for that. Here. He rolled, for the first roll, he rolled less than 30. We can see that because it says not 0 here, but 1. The 1 means we rolled between 1 and 4 to block. So he succeeded, but it was kind of a bad armor block. Then the other, 5 here failed, but the last roll we did blocked 2. So a total of 3. So now we take the 9 that the Hobgoblin was doing damage, reduced up by 3, and now we take 6 damage. Now that's Okarn over here. Okarn has a lot of hit points, so he has 136. He takes 6 damage down to 130. And then we'll look at how our Okarn here, how he did. Remember, it's simultaneous in this case. And he did 18 damage, 7 plus 6 plus 5. And we apply that. That's physical damage. The Hobgoblin didn't have anything to stop physical damage except his armor. And in this case, the Hobgoblin did his armor blocked 4. How did that work? Well, we go back in here and look at on the second page. You can see page 1 of 3 here. We scroll down, use the mouse wheel, and right-click on overall armor rating. He has 4 chances to block some of that damage. Each time, 18% chance. And if he does succeed in that roll, he blocks 1 to 2 damage. And how did he do? Let's go back in here. The first roll out of the 4, he rolled 18 or less, and he blocked 2. That was perfect. The 2 subsequent rolls, nothing, didn't succeed, but the last one he did. He blocked a total of 4 out of the 18. But for the Hobgoblins, each one of them only have 4 hit points. Remember, this is for one figure he's blocking, right? So we take out of the remaining, it was 18 minus 4, so 14 left. So we took 4 damage for that figure, so now we have 10 left, and 1 figure has been killed. We keep going with those 10. The second one rolls armor. Same thing, 4 blocks, 18% chance, between 1 and 2, and he total here only 1. So we had 10, armor absorbed 1, now we're down to 9, and then he takes 4 damage, down to 5, and the second figure was killed. We keep going, we have 5 left. This time he rolled 4. 3 out of the 4 rolls succeeded, and 1 actually got a 2 in block. So our 5 was reduced by 4 on the third character. Armor absorbs 4 and took 1 damage. So we can see that here. He has 2 characters left. The third character took 1 damage. He has 1 that has full hit points, and 2 are now dead. And that's what happened. And we also got a concussion buff, a negative buff to the Hobgoblin, because if you look at Okarn over here, or double right-click, he has concussion blow. Right-click on that, it says when this unit hits an enemy with an attack, there's a 5% chance per hit landed that the enemy will gain a concussion buff for 2 to 4 rounds, preventing them from casting spells. The chance increases by 2% per unit level. Well, he's not going to cast any spells anyway, the Hobgoblin, so that's not going to impact this. But something to keep in mind. Alright, anyway, so we did that. We're in good shape now. And by the way, per hit, in this case, we had 3 hits, right? Yeah, right here, 3 hits. So there was a 5% chance for each hit. Now, if you look at double right click on Okran again, we can look here. We can see we have 1 attack left for him this round. So if we attack again, he will still be able to do 1 times 5, 1 figure times 5 strikes, 5 attacks, each attack having a 25-30% chance of hitting. Whereas the Hobgoblin over here is not going to be nearly as fortunate. Only has 2 left times 2, only 4. Let's go ahead and see. Well, now that I say that, let's take a look and see what we want to do here. If we check him out here, he has a total of 4 hit points. Well, for the figure that is not injured, and then 3 for the other figure that is injured. So 7 hit points left. Are we going to kill him now? I have a feeling we will, because he will do 5 attacks, right? Each attack having a 30% chance of hitting, which is pretty good. And it does 4 to 10 damage for each one. As long as he does 7 damage at a minimum, he will take out this Hobgoblin. And when you do, you get a lot of XP. Whichever unit that kills another unit, that's the one that gets XP. Everybody will get XP at the end of the battle as well, but this is good to keep in mind, because when you have a hero like we do here, we want to level him up. In Okran's case, he's a trainer as well. Units that end their turn in the same stack as this unit, we're talking about the world map now, and who have less than 25% of the XP that this unit has, than Okran, they gain 1 XP per turn. Now, Okran is only level 1, as you can see. He's not going to help anybody, because our other dwarfs over here, level 4. So we want to level him up quickly. Let's see if Okran can kill this unit off. He did. Let's look at that number again. So if we go down now, there was a concussion. Okay, here we go. Our second attack, and we can double verify that here. He has no more attacks left this turn, but it was pretty good, right? If we go down here, we'll see simultaneous strike again. We had used our hammer, 5 attacks, because Okran gets 5 for his 1 unit. We hit 3, 9, 10, and 8. Remember, he does between 4 and 10 damage for each one that hits. So a lot of damage there. Hobgoblin, hit. A hit chance 25. He hit 2 out of his 4. Remember, he had 2 figures left. They have 2 strikes each, so 4. 2 of those hit. He will apply his damage of 7, 3 plus 4 that he was able to get, because the Hobgoblin, I can't remember now, what did he do between 2 and 4 in damage? 2 and 5, something like that. Anyway, he does 7. We get to roll 7 times in our block. That's what we have. We have a 4. We rolled 1 4. We succeeded once, and then that armor block, prevented 4. And then 3's left, we took 3 damage. And you can see that here. Down to 127. It was 130, right? And then it was our turn to apply our damage. Okran over here. 27 physical damage to the Hobgoblin. Critical hit, again, we did 27, 50% increase in that. So now 41, and it's not going to be pretty for the Hobgoblin, right? He did get to roll his 4 armor block rolls. It was like 18%, right? 1 succeeded. Blocks between 1 and 2, only 1. So out of the 41, he blocked 1. Then the remaining 40, well, went to the first figure. Remember, he had 1 figure with 3 hit points. And he died. There's 4 left. Now that 4 hit points left for the last figure, and we still have 38 left that we can apply in damage. So then he takes out 2 with his armor, and then 35 damage there, and he was also killed. So the Hobgoblin is killed. So right now, here we gained XP, 6 out of 9 there. Right now, and because he defeated somebody, you get more XP, like I said before. So now we can decide to go ahead and attack here, or we can wait for the Bugbear. Let's wait for the Bugbear and see what he does, just to get more options here, to get see the combat. I think otherwise we would attack with all 3. Well, actually, we may want to do that, because I think you kind of get the gist of how the combat works now, I think, right? So he's ready. He can't do anything else. No moves left. He has done everything he can. We'll take this one up here. and move him up here. And then we'll attack there, and we'll take a look and see what happens. All right, not as good for us, I don't think. We'll look at the combat log, go down to the bottom, and then we'll go up here. So Mountain Dwarf Warrior. Now, they're not nearly as good as our hero over here. Still decent, though. So we attacked with a Dwarven Axe. Hit chance 31. We can double-click on that, right-click, and see 26 normally, but we're attacking, so 31. We'll do 2 to 3 damage. What do they have in, go to the second page here, in overall armor rating? 2.5. Right-click. We have 6 blocks chance here. Unlike Okran, he has 7. We do absorb 1 to 2 if we roll between, or up to 28 there. So not too bad. How did we actually do? It didn't seem like it was very good. But let's see. We had, because we had 5, by the way, 5 dwarfs in this stack, 5 figures. They each had 2 strikes, times 2, becomes 10. Out of that, 4 hit. We did 2, 3, 2, 3 in damage. So pretty good damage there. The Bugbear attacked with a large spike club. Now, what about the Bugbear? How is he looking here? He does quite a bit of damage here. You can see he's been attacked multiple times. So, -2 in modifier there. But he is strong, so he does more damage. 3 to 6 in damage. And his armor rating is what? He also gets to block 6. Armor chance 18. And then if he does, so 18%. If he does block, then they will absorb between 1 and 2 each time he does block with armor. So he did what? He did a 25% chance, and he hit 3 out of 8 times. Why 8? Well, we know by now, right? We can go up here, first page. He has 4 units there. So 4 units times 2, that's 8 opportunities. 3 of them hit. Did a lot of damage, 6, 6, and 4. And then he started by applying that to our, that's a nice way of saying it, applying the damage. 16 damage. We had 6 in block, right? So 6 opportunities to block, 28% chance for each one to succeed, and only 1 succeeded. Block 2. We took 4 damage on the first one. So 4 plus 2 is 6. We have 10 left to go to the second one. Didn't block at all. And we took 4 there, figure killed. And then the last one, we had 1 armor, and then 4 damage and figure kill as well. A little bit left after that. This is all that 16 going through because we're very poor here at rolling our block. And armor absorbs 2, so he couldn't actually get through armor on the last one. So here we have actually 2 left. 2 out of 5. We lost 3 of them actually already. So, and no damage taken. And then we applied our 10 damage to the Bugbear. The Bugbear rolled his 6 blocks. All of them failed. Why? Well, I think we know now. We'll right-click on this. Only 18% chance of blocking, so he's not very good at blocking. So we applied 10. The first figure took 7. Each figure in the Bugbear has 7 hit points. He was killed. 3 more was left, and there was still no armor block. And the second figure took 3 damage. We can see here, it should have 4 left. Yeah, of the second figure. First figure dead. Second figure has 4 left, and the other 2 has 7. Okay, so that is that. Now, I don't think I want to attack with my dwarf. It's important to keep them alive because they get experience at the end. In this case, we should move up another unit. And it was actually pretty good to take this unit to attack with. He is level 3, 25 XP. But if you look here, I have this unit. He is level 4. I want to kind of get him up at a higher level before the other mounted dwarfs. So he has 49. And if I were to kill that Bugbear, I'm going to get many more XP there. Much more XP than if I let somebody else, well, than if he just is part of the battle and doesn't kill anybody. So let's have him move up. And are we thinking we can take out this Bugbear? That's the question I have to ask myself, right? Or should we move up this unit? Like we could move this unit here, up here and over there, and attack the Bugbear. Then we can move up this unit and finish him off. That might be worthwhile. Well, what do we have here? We have 1 attack left, but I'm worried about this. Only 2 left. I don't want him to die, right? So maybe that's not the best. And here we have 14 plus 4, 18 hit points. I don't think my dwarves can take him out. These dwarves can't take him out in 1 attack. Maybe in 2, though, right? They get 5 attacks, 10 attacks, 31%. It's hard to say exactly. What if we take this unit, go up here, attack once, and then we'll take our unit that I want to level up quicker, move him up, and finish off the bugbear. Let's do that. So we didn't finish him off. Let's see. That didn't look great, maybe. We're at the bottom of the list. Let's go ahead and check this out again. We'll just skim it this time. We attacked. We hit twice out of 10. Did 5 damage. He did 8. And then he applied his damage. Our armor roll was really good. 6 there. We only took 2 damage. We applied our 5 damage. But we did get a critical. So we got 8. He took 2. So we did 4 damage and the figure was killed. Rolled off to the next. But the armor took care of that for him. Helped him out there. So he's down to 2 characters now. 2 figures. Each having 7 hit points. Can I take him out in one blow? I don't think I can with these. But I can probably attack one more time and bring him down a little bit. Let's see. He has 14 hit points. Can I do 14 damage? Let's see the numbers here. We have 5, right? And they can attack twice or strike twice. That's 10 attacks. Each one has, well, what did we get last time? We attack, was it 31? We attacked... Yeah, 31 because we're attacking. 26 plus 5, right? So we're going to get 31 again. Those 10 attacks. So we should hit with 3. If, let's say, we do 8 damage. 2 plus 3 plus 3. 8 damage. Then he gets to use his block, right? To do... to try to stop that. And that means we can't possibly get 14, right? There's no way. We have to hit again. Let's hit him again. Okay, I have another unit down there. So he is up there. So now what do we get? If we look at him, we can just take a look at him here. We double right click. He is down to 2. Took another 4 damage. Okay. So now we have 7 plus 3, 10 left. We can't attack with this one anymore, but we get 2 attacks here, right? Can we do 10 damage between 2 attacks? Well, it's hard to say because we don't know if we're going to lose a figure, and that's going to impact how many attacks we get. But I think it's reasonable, right? The first time we could do maybe 8 on average, minus the armor that he's going to have. So maybe 5. I think we could potentially do it. We can't attack with this one, and I'm worried about attacking here. How many hit points do we have? We have 8 hit points. Can the bugbear kill this unit? Let's see. He has 2 left. He can definitely kill him. He can hit twice. I don't think I want to do it. Let's bring up this unit here. There, and attack once at least. We did 8 damage. Now, if we were worried about it, we could attack with this unit as well now, because only 1 unit left. But then I'm afraid he's going to kill the bugbear. So let's look and see what happened there real quick. Go back up to the list. We attacked. 36% chance with him here. Why is that? He has 31 normally because he has a weapon. And level bonus +2 and the weapon +4. And he has level 4 here. That gives him a +2 in combat. Anyway, so that is looking pretty good. He did hit 3 times. Did 2 plus 3 plus 3, 8 damage. And the bugbear did, 12 damage there. So now the bugbear is down to, 1 character, 1 figure with 2 hit points. Was no problem at all, right? We should be able to take him out. So let's attack one more time here. Yes, we did it. We took him out. And that's how that works. That's the basics of combat. Nothing too fancy, but it is a little bit tricky there with the armor. Keep that in mind. Okay.